Good morning, Instagram. We're going to be doing a live meditation on building confidence, being present, being at peace with what is. So I'll give it a second to load and let everybody know that we're on. And then I'll be joining Facebook momentarily, popping it on here. Just bear with me while everyone gets alerted. And I forgot my coffee cup on the other side of the room. Hey, Facebook. All right. We are on 1 minute till I'm live for officially. This feels so close to me. Okay. I am going to have to get up and grab my coffee. I don't know if anyone's watching or not. Feel free to check in. Just give me a thumbs up or a smiley face or something. Let me know that you're here. We're just being present with what is. We're going to work on confidence. And actually, I'm going to pick a card from my Affirmators deck or Affirmators deck, however you want to say it. And I'm going to use the powers of the Force to bring my coffee cup over. Because it's too far. I can't reach it. Right before I signed on, my daughter woke up with a full diaper. And so all my plans for settling in and sitting down have gone completely off the rails. But that's all right. So I'm putting my deck down. I'm going to pick a card. Let's just see what we need today. So much going on in my head. I actually can't quite clear my brain out. Okay. Vitality. I don't know, but I love these little guys. I think I picked this one recently. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Yeah, I totally posted about this. That's really funny. Hey, Heather. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. What? Still on par, kind of hilarious that I picked it more than once recently, but I mean, that's what's in our brains here. As relates to confidence, I'm not totally sure, but that's all right. All right, put this deck back. I just like that these are kind of silly, but kind of serious, which pretty much is my vibe, right? I'm being calm and present and a little bit silly, being able to laugh at ourselves. Yeah. So during this whole thing, I've been in my room, working out of my bedroom, and our roof sprung a leak. So we've had roofers. So I've been going into my office, and I gotta tell you, it's been super weird going into an empty office. It feels like it should look like a war zone, right? Like that things have been destroyed and left, and, we ran, and it just looks exactly like my office. It's very interesting and weird to me. Have you guys noticed any changes? Some of you, like Heather, you've been going to work, so it might be a very different experience because I've just been working from home. So let's settle in. Give me 1 second to grab my coffee. Very bad lighting. Okay, back. Just kidding. Sorry about that. So we just gotta roll with it because can't edit that out. So what are you drinking this morning? So let's just notice our points of contact on the floor. Give me a thumbs up if you're here. Can never really tell on Facebook. Settling in, clearing out the clutter of our minds, right? All the gunk that comes up first. Don't aspirate, thank you. Such a healthcare thing to say. Hey, my other Heather is on. Hey. 2 Heathers. I love it. Okay. So just breathing, noticing our points of contact on the floor, not inhaling our coffee or tea or whatever's working for you today. letting the clutter clear out, right? Think of it like soda or seltzer, though it doesn't like foam the same way, right? Maybe beer, right? So at the top, there's all that fizzy stuff, gunk, really. And so that's the gunk that comes up first, right? Like, oh, my to-do list. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. So when that stuff comes up first, right? We've got to just like let it move on, right? We don't get it, we have to not attach to it. That's the whole point of the meditation. So as we're sitting here, noticing like to-do lists or things maybe you forgot or things you have to do later, right? That's the gunk that's going to come up first. So before we get to the good stuff, we get to the uncomfortable stuff. And we're focusing on confidence today. I want you to notice, after the gunk begins to clear out, what doubts come up for you. Fear, maybe, right? The stuff we don't totally like to tap into. That's where the imposter syndrome comes in. That's where we start to attach our thoughts and look for evidence that we are terrible at our jobs, we are bad parents, we are bad friends. The list could go on, right? If we want to be confident, that stuff will just get in our way. So we can continue to clear out the clutter. It's too many C's. And then start to like dig past that, right? That's just distraction. That's just the stuff that comes up that is unavoidable. Not really helpful for this practice. And then we start to get to like deeper layers and start to notice our thoughts, right? Stuff that's made us doubt ourselves this past week. Right? What thoughts and experiences come up? You might have them come up over and over again, like a montage of the silly, stupid things that you've done, right? We've all done super silly things that we could have easily avoided. Maybe not. Maybe we didn't know how to avoid them, right? And they bring like a kernel of doubt. It's like this big, right? Hey, Catherine. So this tiny kernel of doubt can like creep in there. And we have the evidence, and your mind's going to go, see, this is the reason you don't know what you're doing, right here. And your wiser mind, that job, or even the conscious part of you, has to go, I think there's evidence that I'm actually not terrible at this, right? Because like for every teeny kernel of doubt, there's probably like a giant pile over here that you're pretty kick-ass at something. Whether it's your job, whether it's parenting, whether it's being a partner, whatever it is, I bet you're really good at it. So notice those doubts as they come up and let them move on. Have them go away. Screw those thoughts. And as you notice that thought and start seeing the evidence both sides, right? Maybe an internal battle is starting, right? Like, this is what I'm really good at. This is my doubt, but wait, but what about this? But what about this? And this internal battle is going to start to roll. Just be present and let it move on. More thoughts are on their way, I assure you. We're going to think all day long. So maybe just let it move on. Highway of your mind. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Release it. We don't need it. We don't need to be so doubtful. You know you are worthy of so much more. What I was sharing in my Facebook group yesterday was a story that I have a less live, a little bit more edited, nice video about giving myself some credit for something over the weekend. I had this kind of light bulb moment of how women are really bad at giving themselves credit for things for the most part, because we're socialized not to, to be humble, to be small, to not take credit, right? And I saw that in my own mind and then was like, no, we're not doing that, right? And I remembered I did a bunch of stuff over this time. Not that it even matters, but I just was giving myself credit for something so small when I've done so many other big things. It made me realize that that is the confidence piece. We have so much we should be given credit for, right? The statistic I released this week is like 80% of women are able to have, like, they have buying power at their jobs and their companies, but like 13% are CEOs. So we have access to a ton of power, but we don't get the title, we don't get the money or the credit, but we're doing the work. What is that? It's because we let this BS stuff get in our way. Let our thoughts get in our way. So as we breathe, have you lost contact with your breath? Have you lost contact with the floor? I'm sitting on a cushion. Smell your coffee or tea. And just notice that doubt and those things that you've actually accomplished that you're not giving yourself credit for. If you went to work every day during this thing, you're a rock star. I'm right there with you. I didn't really put my life at risk. Working from home, I should say. But I showed up for my clients every single day. It's huge. I'm going to give myself credit for that. Great job. Right? What can you give yourself a pat on the back for? Or a self high five? Whoop. Because that can be enough. And I bet there's more, right? I'm just aiming for a bottom average baseline. I bet you've done even more than that. Waking up and kicking butt at work, managing people, supporting people. I have no idea what you're doing. But you've done something amazing. And you're not giving yourself credit for it. Continuing to work. Yeah, that's great, right? We have to give ourselves credit. And we're really bad at it. And that's where the confidence can come in. What if you took credit for doing something awesome? And then you talked about it without, you don't have to be braggy, right? Which is, what is that? But, right, like, you know what I did? Showed up to work every day. Right now, that's like a huge thing, right? When we were all in our offices and the world was a little bit safer, maybe not a huge accomplishment at that time, but man, is it all right now. Give yourself some credit. Right, you didn't quit your job and leave everybody high and dry. Because you could have done that. That was a choice you could have made. Right? But there's more. There's more. You're doing amazing things. Because I only work with amazing women. So I know it to be true. I keep coughing on my coffee. So let's breathe. Don't do too many things at once, like talk and drink coffee. And think about something awesome that you've done, like that you're certain, even like beyond just showing up for work and continuing work, something that you've done that is amazing. Like you have no question. I want you to think about that. Pull up that memory, see that experience, feel it in your body. Where do you light up when you're thinking about it? I feel like it's chest for me, but it might be somewhere else for you. It could be shoulders, could be your face, right? Where does that experience show up for you? It gives you a little smile. Notice that place and just remember it. What it feels like. Is it hot? Is it cool? Right? I always think it's like a light, so it feels really warm and it's like one specific space. But it's going to be different for you. It could be like nice and cool and soothing. Remember what that feels like. And that you can feel it again. You can feel it whenever you want. So you're that powerful. And it's your body and it's your mind. You can choose those thoughts and to remember those experiences when you're having doubt. When you're questioning your worthiness. Let all that other crap go. Don't hold on to it as evidence, right? Like we were talking about, like this little kernel of doubt. Be done with it. Just flick it away. It has no power here. It's useless. It's just getting in your way. You're holding on to it like just in case, like maybe they're right. What if this little thing is true and I need to hold on to it real tight? No, you don't need to. Be done. Be done with it. No more. So let's return to our breath. We're almost out of time here. Noticing the inhale and the exhale without judgment. Remembering how powerful and awesome you are. We picked a vitality card today. So your cells are warriors. And if your cells are warriors and you're built of those cells and they flow through you, I bet there's a whole lot more warrior in you somewhere. In fact, it's probably really obvious. Just tap into those warrior cells and those warrior thoughts. Maybe bring your shoulders up higher. They create a lot of tension. And then release it all. Pile of goo. And let's do that again. So tightening up hands, arms, shoulders, right? Core. Hey, Tanya. Tighten everything. Oh, my neck hurts already, so this is really uncomfortable. And then release all of it out. Shake. Maybe roll your shoulders, right? Turn your neck. Oh, I slept funny. My neck is killing me. All right, right out of time. Sorry, Tanya. Go watch the replay. But I want to invite you all to join my Facebook group, Uncaged with Rachel, and check out what we're doing in there. I'm looking for some feedback on what people want to work on, but mostly we're working through the themes of the results of making change to feel confident. Ditch the doubt and get rid of your imposter, or like poison your imposter, as they say, right? We're gonna be done with this. Just done. And remembering how powerful we are. So join in there or get on my newsletter. You can get on that through my website, groundedtherapist.com, or join my Facebook group, Uncaged with Rachel. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much for everyone's being here today and taking the time this morning to take care of you. I get to take care of myself while I'm supporting you guys, so it's a win-win for us all. And I'll talk to you all next week. Bye.